So it's not real. You've got to create new things to create new wealth. So what I'm saying is the government have plowed all this money into the system, and it's just grown the stock market. I didn't know all this until I've learnt so much about financial markets and money. And don't get me wrong, I'm not investing. I've got bloody money to invest. But I've learnt. It's taken me 10 years to get me where I am now, where I'm just starting to pay extra into my mortgage. It's taken me 10 years to sort myself out. But, so going back to the governments. So they do what they think is best because they want to keep us happy, as otherwise we won't vote them back in. So if they did not bail the banks out, they would have crashed. Now that might have caused a lot of problems, and a lot of people would have perhaps got the money back, or would have lost the money, should I say. But they haven't learned. So what's the new debt? It's cars, credit cards, and probably mortgages getting back up there again. So in other words, the debt bubble is still there. The mortgage bubble before, now it's a different bubble. And what's happening with car sales now? They're dropping. We're heading for another mess. And it's because the banks haven't learned. I learned. I'm not going back into bloody catering again, no chance. The banks haven't learned because we bailed them out. So they've created another mess. I wonder if the governments are bailing out them again. Be interesting, won't it? Where's that money coming from? So the governments do things to keep us happy. So to me, what they should have done is they should have let certain banks collapse. When we had the Great Recession, was it in the 40s, 60s? I don't know. I'm not an encyclopedia for stuff up here. I haven't got this information written down here to just tell you, so I'm just reeling it off. So whenever that Great Depression was, in the 1900s or whenever it was, the banks failed. And yes, we had this Great Depression for 10 years, but then we climbed out of it and we're all right. The banks haven't failed this time, so they haven't learned. The governments don't want to upset us, as they won't get back in power. They won't put interest rates back up because there'd be such a property crash, it'd be unbelievable. There'd be an outcry, but it needs to happen. But they won't do it. So interest rates are now at 0.5 or something like that. And there's talk of now interest rates going negative. I have no idea what the hell that's going to do. Because in effect, what they're saying is now is when you've got money in the bank will pay you, but it won't work like that. I don't know. I've just no idea. And people talk about it. I don't think they really know. We're going into uncharted territory. So in other words, they've just tried to keep the bubble going, to keep the economy going. But we haven't had this bloody recession. We haven't had this correction to restart everything. They haven't allowed it to happen. So what are they going to do next if it does hit the shit? Can't put more money in, but they probably will. But has that fixed things? No. Have you seen the amount of money America is spending? Their debt calculator It's absolutely scary. I will when I upload this video, I'll find the link and I'll put it, and you'll see the numbers churning. Jesus, it's scary. But do you know how much money America spends? They've got soldiers in nearly every bloody country in the world. And then they're paying money in wars and, oh my God. The world has got to change. We cannot keep spending money we haven't got. Another thing is, I was thinking the other day, if I get shot for this, you know why? If I get assassinated, I end up dead somewhere. We go to war with Iraq. Why? Oh, it's for peace humanitarian. We go to war with Syria. All right, we haven't officially gone to war as such, but we've got in. We've bombed them. Why? It's humanitarian. We're kicking off with Iran. We haven't gone in, but we don't want them to build nuclear bombs. Should we say it's humanitarian? Okay, so it's all humanitarian. These places haven't got resources that we may want. Oil, uranium or something. I don't know. No, it's humanitarian. Oh my God, what is happening in Brazil? Now, no disrespect to the Brazilian people, what I'm about to say. No disrespect whatsoever. But what is going on with the Amazon forest, which houses all these lovely animals and wildlife, which sucks in carbon dioxide and breathes out oxygen? We need the forest. If we don't have all these trees, the forest, the balance of nature is fucked up. That is a bloody humanitarian crisis. Don't you think that deserves to go in and kick in ass? But no, we won't do that. Because has that Amazon forest got anything we really need? Nah. But we've got to be seen to be doing something or saying something. So what's the difference between Brazil and Iraq and Syria? I know there is a difference, but is there a difference? Think about it logically. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm talking a lot of crap. I don't know what the answer is, but I don't like where we're going. I don't like where we're heading, and it's scary. Leave your comments.